Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? So, with this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, it's good to have it back, but at the same time, it was really a lot going on. Um, Not only was this woman who gets caught up by this paladin, uh, an interesting character and showcase some promising stuff for the future because she's ridiculously uh, powerful, seemingly, and she just doesn't know it. Whenever she starts to pray, and that beam of light that our character reacts to was pretty much all her. There was no indicator that any of that magic power was coming from the paladin who was summoning up those monsters, the mushroom monster, any of that stuff, because after she starts praying inside of the room when they're all together, it was clear that that same type of energy just popped up yet again, and it happened when she manifested some symbol above her head, which clearly is probably the reason why she's the head priestess, which is very important to the church. But nonetheless, the reason why she's on the run and the reason why she was under attack by someone like a paladin in the first place is because she was snooping around in the places the overall church didn't want her to. So, by knowing that there's illegal gambling or money going the wrong way or just any type of negative stuff, she confronted and wanted to stop it, but by doing so, just put a big target on herself and forced her into a position of running away and also getting one of her paladin friends severely injured. I say injured because we showcase a little bit of a scene catered to her inside of the worm that she was being eaten by. And I have a bad feeling the person who was frozen at the end of all this big battle is going to use her as a um, like a hostage or something along those lines. Because it looks like she's probably alive. I don't think they would have showed her the way that they did if she wasn't some type of use in some way. But having the demon lord, the girl demon lord, actually run into this priestess, it's clear as day that they can sense each other, that they have disdain for each other. Even though they never met, they instantly knew that each other vibes are not what they want to be around, and it's not good for either one. And that's the type of people they would fight on sight. So it's interesting to see just where all this is gonna go, where the connections kind of end. But they bring up a character who's supposedly the head of the church, and it's seemingly another way of giving us more information about um, how corrupted the church may have become. Because at the end, it looks like the same person they were saying was humble and noble and a fierce fighter is kind of maybe in on it all, right? Like he is the reason why things are going the way that they are, or he's just one of the people that know it's happening and doesn't care because he's benefiting off of it. So to ever go against the people with power always leads to danger. And Diablos is already in a position where he doesn't want to fight against the church, but as of now, it looks like he has no choice and he has to push forward. Not only because of this woman who will probably get destroyed without his help, but because his dungeon is somewhere out there. I don't know what that necessarily means. Like if it's a dungeon that he's gonna go to and find a bunch of his items from like the game that he used to play with. I don't know. But regardless, he's making it interesting, just like how the priestess is making it interesting. So we have two reasons to go on this trip, and not one just to drop her off and make sure she gets there safe. So, really good episode. I'm looking forward to more of How Not to Summon a Demon. Let me know if you guys are enjoying it as well. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. Peace.